So the X5 from Insta360 is out and the best 360 camera on the market right now. And so I wanted to share some of my favorite accessories that are actually game changers for capturing crazy shots, but also will work with the Insta360 X4, which is still a great 360 camera if you're shooting stuff more during the day. Now, if you want to learn more about these cameras, I'll link to some videos at the end of this video, but let's just get to the accessories.
MrBlack.
Starting with this innovative one. Now this might just look like your average backpack strap mount, but I assure you it's not. I mean, yes, you do put it on your backpack strapped and it's very easy to tighten this thing down, but you'll notice that it has a little mechanism here. So you're actually gonna take your selfie stick, put that in there. Now watch this, you just twist and release. So we could put our 360 camera here at the top. So now you have the X5 right there, and then you just pop it into place like so, and it stays. And then you twist and release. You can even set this thing a little bit lower on your backpack, and you can use single lens mode to capture some POV shots. If you're like hiking or something and you want to capture it like that, that would work. But I just love how quick it is to take off and then put back on when you're not using it. And by the way, if you're new here and you like gadgets and gear, make sure you hit that subscribe button and the like button. It lets YouTube know, and it will give you more of this kind of content. And I'll put links to everything down in the description so you can find it all down there nice and easily. And there's still a lot of innovative ones here on this list, but I want to actually jump to one that's exclusive to the X5. So this is a wireless mic that connects via Bluetooth to your X5, and that's completely wireless. You have no receivers that are sticking out. This is actually the best option for a microphone. And you can even start and stop recording or take photos with the button on the microphone. But it also sounds really good. Wow, this thing takes off. That's nuts. This bike is awesome. It makes it the perfect combo for vlogging or just, you know, touring around in a city. This is on Suncorp. I could just give like a little guide. Now, really quickly, I have some old school ones that are just as good, and you would love this if you didn't have it. This right here is the bullet time cord. So it screws in the bottom like that, and you get this retractable cord. So when you have some room, you can spin this thing around over your head and it slows it down, keeping you in the frame, especially if you're in a group event or you're like throwing confetti or some things around, and just capture some really creative stuff. But also because it over captures and you can get that invisible selfie stick, they have their 3-meter pull, kind of in the 10-foot area. And just look at how long this thing is. It's carbon fiber, so it's lightweight, but also very strong, so it's not gonna be too flimsy with the camera at the end of it. But you can take this thing out and get drone-like shots with your camera or cinematic jib shots. And to me, this is just a must-have accessory. It is so much fun to get these 3-meter shots. You're blown away by how cool it looks. Okay, now I have a really random one for you. This is actually a stake that would go into the ground and has a quarter thread at the top of it. I don't even remember where or why I got this, but it works. So if you're wanting to do like some tiny planet looking shots, you could screw this into the stake here, and then you'll stick this thing into the ground and extend it up. And then you get these tiny planet shots now without the tripod legs that you would typically see if you're using a tripod. Like you see the legs sticking out, it looks bad. This will hide those legs, but still give you the stability to stick it out. So that is a great use for it. Now for the next two, these are actually two that I used in my X5 video on the bike. It's the strongest clamps you can get from PGY Tech. It's the U-bolt and the regular clamp. So yeah, you have the U-bolt that you can bolt on, and you move this mechanism around to get the angle that you want, and then you tighten it down. They also have this little tool here that you can use to tighten it more that you can't do with your hand. So this is perfect for bikes or motorcycles or things like that. They also have the clamp version that is also very strong, and then you can tighten it like on your handlebars or wherever, just making it really strong. But the other really cool thing is that it has the PGY Tech quick release system on it. And that makes it easy for me to take it from one mount to the next this quickly. So you can pop this thing on, it locks into place. You can even lock it for more security, and then you can just snap it off when you're ready and then put it on the other accessory. And they actually have a lot of accessories with the quick release system, and I'll also link that video at the end of this video. But that made it super easy for me to go from the back of the bike to the front of the bike, just easily grabbing it, just popping it off, and then clipping it on the front without having to just take a whole mount off or having to unscrew it or anything like that. And it works really good and it's very secure. Now, if you do a lot of skiing or hiking, you're gonna wanna check out this pole mount right here. This is also a very clever one that you're going to tighten down on your hiking stick or your ski pole. And you can actually screw in the bottom of the selfie stick in there nice and tight, and then you can tighten this down to grip it even more so. And so that when it's on your hiking stick or your ski pole, you can extend this thing out and get some really cool shots of yourself without your selfie stick being in the way. And I just think that it's a really fun way to document those kind of adventures. I mean, you could probably even put this on like a golf club and that would actually be a pretty cool shot. All right, we're almost done, but these last two are equally important. This is a battery charger for the X5 batteries. And I also think it's good to get an extra battery for the X5 so you can put the batteries in and have them both charging at the same time. It also has a cord built into it, so it makes it easy to plug this in to charge. And it has 3 micro SD card slots, so you can have some extra storage of those card slots right there. This is just a must-have when you're traveling. You want to make sure you have that extra battery to spare, and then you can take that out. It has fast charging on it to charge these batteries up really quickly as well. And the last one is exclusive to the X5. It is a replaceable lens kit. And these lenses are actually very strong, but you know, if you get it too close to the road or something, it's gonna scratch it. If you hit it against a rock, if you're rock climbing, it's gonna break it. And now you can get these replaceable lens kits here, and it's very simple. It has all the tools you need to take the old one off and pop the new one on, and it is the same lens, which is really cool and exclusive to the X5, because otherwise you'd have to send in your camera to get it fixed that way. But now you can just do it yourself, that much quicker and more efficient. All right, that's it for the list. If you want to learn more about the X5, you can watch this video over here. If you want to learn more about the X4, you can watch this video over here. It's still a great camera. And if you want to see the PGY Tech quick release accessories, you can click that video over there. Or if you don't want any of those, you can click this random one over there. I'll just click one of those, and thanks for watching.